Watch the Watchers and my sneaking peeks. How you guys doing? Well, I'm getting set here. I'll tell you what I'm doing here in a second. It is freezing. So I figured it is close enough for me to turn on the camera for a little bit. I stopped last night when the temperature, as you can see, dropped enough to where instead of mist, it was starting to turn to ice, and the ice turned into snow. So I stopped for a little bit, about 5 hours in a hotel. Trying to get out here before traffic gets to me. It is a little chilled out here. All right. Now I'm hoping you guys notice around us. Yes, there is snow on the ground. Yes, there was ice last night. I feel safe driving because they had salted, they had scraped, enough traffic had gone by to where the roads are pretty safe. Would I suggest doing this on a two-wheeler? Not as much. I'm on a trike, so I am not really worried about it. Plus, I'm insane, I guess, because I like doing stuff like this. Heck, I used to jump out of aircraft for a living. Enough traffic had gone by to where the roads are pretty safe. Would I suggest doing this on a two-wheeler? Not as much. I'm on a trike, so I am not really worried about it. Plus, I'm insane, I guess, because I like doing stuff like this. Heck, I used to jump out of aircraft for a living. I was in the military, had a lot of fun. There's nothing quite like it. Now, if you look over that way, I'll try and make sure this does it. We've got some beautiful mountain over there with the snow-covered pine. It looks so marvelous, and the reason that's got so much more snow than here, higher elevation. Now I'm almost to Whitesville, Virginia. I'm going to check in at Black Bear Harley Davidson, and then I'm going to shut this off for a while, and we'll go a little farther, and I'll turn it back on when I'm up near the next dealership. Now, I'm grateful it is. Today's Tuesday. I keep forgetting today's Tuesday, so they're probably open, which would be nice, because I've been averaging between 30 and 50 miles per stop. Now, you can go a lot longer dressed the way I am. If you check one of the earlier videos, I've got heated pants on, I've got heated shirt, I've got heated gloves, but I don't have heated socks. So my feet are a little bit on the cold side. Not frozen, but cold. So we got to keep a track on them, and I don't want them getting froze. So what I do is I stop to warm them up every so often. And I hope we get a shot where you guys can see this mountain over here. These are small mountains compared to what I'm used to in Colorado, but they're nice, and I love the look, especially this time of year. Now, if you notice, the wife is not with me. I use her exact terminology. I ain't crazy. I don't know if that means I am. My water has turned to ice. I get like a swig out of it now. That should be about half full of water. For some reason, a lot of people don't have Gatorade Zero right now, so I keep, every time I stop, I'm like, hey, you have Gatorade Zero? No. Why do I drink Gatorade Zero? I'm diabetic. I can't have a lot of sugar, so I have Gatorade Zero. It's no sugar, but it gives me the electrolytes to build my back up. And when you're driving in a heated suit, you need those electrolytes because you're sweating. And you notice whenever you stop, because you're like all of a sudden you get cold because you're sweaty underneath. But to keep it at a temperature where the cold that's blowing in and over the outer layer, you want to keep that out. Now, what caused me to want to drive like this? I will normally drive in the winter, but normally on a day like today I wouldn't drive, just because there's still a higher chance of ice. But I'm keeping a very good watch on it. Does that mean I'm infallible? No. I've seen too many people goof up. So I'm paying a lot of attention to the road. I'm also paying attention to when people get up behind me. So if they want, they can go by. But if I catch up to this guy before he catches up to me, I'm going back over. No, he's going to be by. So watch your bubble. No matter what time of year. But if you notice, we got dry and wet in the lane I'm in, and slightly dry and slightly wet. If you're trying to stay in the dry, but you got to watch out, because not all of the wet is wet, some of it's frozen. So if you're watching other vehicles, if there's enough vehicles going over it, it can become dry like that, but that's where dry ice, or black ice, dry ice is totally different. Black ice will show up. Black ice is basically, it's such a thin sheet that you really can't tell if it's ice or not. And a lot of times once you've touched it, with your car tires, it dissipates. So I try and not do severe moves. I try to keep with traffic or within comfortable driving speed. Be very careful going over bridges. Because bridges are notorious for being froze, even though they don't look it. And yes, use your blinkers. I'm not saying anything people do not know. I'm just referring you back to, standard driving procedures. Now, on a two-wheeler, yeah, you can do this. I wouldn't want to. But why am I doing this? I almost forgot. I do get distracted from time to time. Last time I was by here, I went to Charlotte as I was headed to Myrtle Beach. Now I'm going towards Nashville. So I go down to Knoxville first. So I'm